Hi, everybody, and welcome to this webinar. This will be for you kind of inspiration. We will tell our stories, and also we will tell you how we do and what we do. We all are power ladies, I will tell you. We're all working mostly from home, and I want to start by welcoming you to take part of this amazing business opportunity. Who am I? My name is Jenny Leismark. I'm a 40 plus girl living in the southern part of Sweden with my 3 children and my husband. And I have been working with network marketing for almost 8 years. And I think this industry is absolutely amazing. It's totally changed my life. And it might sound like a cliche for you, but it actually has been an amazing journey. Of course, yes, it has been some tough moments, sure, but I think without tough moments, I don't think you will actually enjoy the peaks and the success you will get. So, what is network marketing? Network marketing, I would say, is a closed relation with franchise. And you might know franchise, those chain stores that are like McDonald's or other chain stores. And but network marketing is like the little sister, the little brother of a franchise, where you have actually, you're able to join a network marketing company mostly without investing like all you got. So I started with a lot of passion and with a lot of desire for another life, like another lifestyle. So I didn't invest any money or anything. So that's really, I would say network marketing is for someone who is just like an average person. Maybe you might not have a lot on your bank account, but you have a lot of desire. We are in a very exciting time right now because we are in the third growth phase. And that is an amazing. I started when we were in the second growth phase, and I actually got a lot for free, I would say, by joining a company that is going into its third phase. And we are in that situation right now. And I think because of the situation that is around the world with viruses going around, I think we are in an amazing time because we can all work from home, and we can work with our phones wherever we are in the world. It doesn't matter where we are. We have the technique, and we have everything in place for that. And also with network marketing, you don't have to start like full gear. You can start like having as a hobby. You can work part-time or you can work full-time, but most people actually start part-time working. So what exactly can you do? I would always explain it like 2 different legs. You can work with sales and you can work with team development. And you can mix those 2 legs how much you want. Some people love sales and only want to work with sales, and some people want to develop new leaders and work with business development and love that part. And some people work 80% with that and 20 with that, and you mix regarding how your interests are, because I think and believe that if you truly love something you do, the success is easier to get. So I love working with people and developing new leaders. So that's what I do most of my time. I work, of course, with some of the sales, but my passion is for developing new leaders. So you can choose whatever you want to focus on. And what I really love with network marketing, and actually that's what the main reason why I joined, was you can actually get a passive income. I didn't really understand passive income when I started, but if I can explain it to, if you are a writer of a book, let's say J.K. Rowling, she wrote kind of famous books. Whenever that book is on sale or gets sold out in the stores, she gets a royalty. And that's the same with our industry. Wherever I get a sale in my team or recruitment in my team or whatever, like the total turnover of my team, I get a royalty. So that also have given me and a passive income. And that actually has changed my life, because that makes me be home with my children whenever they are home from school, and I can be a present mom. And that's really something I value a lot. And also, the last thing I want to tell you about network marketing, the thing in these times is, I feel it's so safe. It feels I'm in such a good hands, because no one can fire me. I think that's a really good thing. And I think the situation in the world can be actually a little bit upside down, but actually our industry is growing. I got the report from our company, Forever, I think it was last week. We increased our business with 200%. And isn't that fantastic? So I can speak forever about network marketing, but I want to hand over to a very dear friend of mine, Joanna Berg.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jenny. My name is Joanna Berg, and I live in South Sweden with my husband and our twins. They are soon 11 years old. And my journey to become a business owner and to build a business from home started around 2011, because my mother was diagnosed with incurable cancer then. And meanwhile, me and my husband had our two twins, and they were only 2 years old. We also renovated our house, and my husband, he worked in a city far away, so he had like to drive 2 to 3 hours every day, and I was working full time. So it was a very, very hectical and intensive time in our life. And after my mother passed away in the autumn to 2011, I continued working very hard, and I had really fun work. I think I had great colleagues. I worked with retail for different pharmacies, and it was really nice. I loved it, but I worked really, really hard. And after 6 months, after my mother passed away, I was driving to my work, and I couldn't get out of the car. My brain was like it was on fire. I was totally run down, and my doctor said that I should be go on sick leave and be at home. So I did it for 6 months, and I couldn't do anything because my brain didn't work and my body didn't work. So I couldn't take care of the kids. I couldn't go to the grocery. I couldn't go out taking a walk. Nothing. In this time, I thought a lot of what I wanted in my life. My mother was very young when she died. She was only 52, and it's affected me a lot because I want to build a life that I can think when I'm old. I want to think back and think that I have a great life, and I have done what I want in my life. So I want to build something a life where I could, where my work didn't have the main focus, that I have other things in my life instead that had the main focus. I want to plan my own time, set up my days as I wanted to. So I thought a lot of what I could do instead. In the autumn 2012, I started to work again at the company that I worked for, and I just worked like a couple of hours per day because I couldn't do anymore. So after I had worked some weeks at our company, I were presented network marketing and Forever and how I could build a home-based business. when I were home and sick on the sick leave, I digged into and investigated how I could work with franchise or another or other ways to build a business. When I looked at franchises, I thought it was a lot of economical risks, and I didn't want. I couldn't take all that risks. So I decided that no, it wasn't for me. So when I heard about network marketing, and I heard that it was a lot of similarities between those two, franchise and network marketing, but in network marketing I didn't have all the economical risks. I didn't need to have employees. I didn't have need to have a store, or I could build everything from home. I thought this is a great opportunity for me to decide and just to put in the effort and the energy and to build something that I want. So I decided to try, because you don't have to do it 100%. I tried, and after 6 months, I could quit my job. And since 7 years, I have worked with Forever and network marketing. And I think it's a wonderful way to work, because you are self-employed, but you have colleagues and you have a team and you have the fun together also, but you decide yourself how do you want to spend your days and where you want to work and what you want to earn and so on. So I think it's a great opportunity if you think that you want something more in life. So that's my short story. So now I want to hand over to Sanna.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you for the story. And my name is Sanna Dados, and I live in Stockholm, in the quite middle of Sweden. Not quite, but nearly. I will bring you back to 2002. And I was working as a teacher, and I really loved it. But I think I got in contact with Forever for a reason, because I recently got the information that I'm going to be a mom, and then you start thinking about your life, and I was really curious how I would get my life together with a child and be at school at 7:30 in the morning, and have the time to go to daycare with my kid. And I was really worried, I would think. So I think I was looking at some other possibilities. And then I got to contact with the products from Forever Living, and my stomach was really in a mess, I would say. So I got a really good result from the berry nectar, and I started talking with people, and they were like, "Are you high or something?" Because I got so good results and energy. So I thought it could be something to do, and I just started to talk with people. I think now, after it's like 18 years now, I think I talked better then with people, because I didn't know so much about the products. I think the sparks in my eyes were like really interesting for people. So my students, they were like quite small, so I knew I couldn't have so much flexibility in my work. I knew I had to be at work at 7:30, as I told you. And I started my business really slowly. I invited people to my home, talking about the products, and I had a plan, if it was possible, to go down, like to have one day less in my school. And my sponsor told me that if you sell about 10 bottles of those drinks, then for 10 people, and then you can go down and work one day less in school. And that was really, really I really had to know what I would do and what I could have. And I think I could go down in my work for like, after 1 month, I saw that the income was increasing and I was like, this is working. So I had like a real big plan. If Theodore, my first child, when he was going to start this daycare, he would be like 1.5 years. If I could increase my income in forever and earn as much as I did as a teacher in 1.5 years, and it would be like a big success. So I really put the work in action, and Forever is a so generous company because they have so much challenges for us FBOs. And that year when I started, in my first delivery at home, they told me about a challenge going to Greece. And if you are, as I am, love competition, but you have the possibility to success. If everyone is doing a success, everyone can go to Greece. There are no like elbows, you know. So I did that challenge. I succeeded to do level 3, and you know, you have some people around you that are really wanting to pull you down, you know, and say that you can't really do that challenge. So if you have those people at this side and some angels at that side, I really want to show them that I could do it, and I did. And during that time, I succeeded to build a team, as you talked about earlier. I had about 30 in my teams, and in my team, and yeah, I think I grew to like to build a team more than talking about the products. But I mean, it's like a balance. So I worked my business for like part-time, and then after about 2 years I could have it as my full work. So I think you all should have a really big goal in front of you, because I knew if I could do this in like 1.5 years, and if I can have my son at daycare for only 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it would be a success for me. And that started about curious, you know, among the other moms. They were like, what are you doing? And that was starting to building a new team with them. So yeah, I think if you have a real big goal, then go for it, because I have done it now since 2005 full time. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm proud of you who has been talking before me, because we have such different backgrounds, and I love having these cooperations with you, and we can, in these times, we can talk to each other on Zoom or FaceTime. And I mean, when I started, we didn't have Facebook or Instagram or anything. So if I could do it in 1 year, you can do it like that. So that's my story in 3 minutes or something. And in my work, I met this great lady, and she's my like big sis in Forever. And Marie Zimmerman, I really would like to hear your story.
Thank you, Sanna, and the other two of you. I think it's fantastic to hear how you built your story or your business. I am 50 plus, and when I first got introduced to Forever, I was working full time in an international company just outside Stockholm, where I also live. I got introduced by being at a friend's house and watching and listening to a product launch. And it was actually yours, Sanna. It was actually you talking on that day, and that is in 2005. So we've known each other for a while now. I really got hooked on the product since I had always knew about aloe vera's effect on, particularly on our skin, and we do have, or did have, some problems in my family with skin, especially my daughter. So I got really, really interested in these products, and I also signed up as an FBO, which is a distributor for Forever, because otherwise you buy them from somebody, or you can actually buy them to a wholesale price. So I was really economic. I thought that would be a better thing for me to do, because my family and I, we wanted not only the drinks, we wanted the skincare products and for everyday use as well. But I was still working. I was working full time, and I really liked my work in this international environment, and also liked my colleagues a lot. But I must say that I never got really that personal development that I needed to be fully satisfied, because I like to develop, I like to learn new things, but I was kind of put in a box together with the rest. And maybe it doesn't suit me as good as being my own entrepreneur, because I have ideas and it's not always easy in a huge company to accomplish things that you have on your mind. It has to suit everybody. I know life isn't fair, but I couldn't really understand why we all at my company, why we couldn't get paid according to achievement. Because you know, all of you listening know that we are not all working as loyal as everybody else. We are all different, and some people like to work more and are more loyal and are more driven, and maybe those should get a little bit more paid. And I always felt that I was put in the same box as everybody else, and me and some other of my colleagues, we were really working hard, and we never really got extra paid for that. And yeah, life isn't always fair, but since I knew Forever already, this was actually the reason why I started to look into the marketing plan. So if you're listening to this and you're wondering what kind of marketing plan is this, so I want you to ask the person who gave you this to show you that, because that was very interesting for me. I like also results. I actually not like numbers. Not everybody does. I'm not in mathematics, but I really do understand percentage. And so I was looking at this marketing plan, and I realized that it shows how much you can earn and where you would like to be on this marketing plan, or what position you want to have. If you at your work would love to have the position of being a team leader, but you know there's only one who could be a team leader, so you have to wait until that spot is free, or maybe it's never going to be free for you. So if you are a driven person, I think you would like the marketing plan of Forever, because you can pick the position you would like. You can also really decide how much you want to earn. You can work a little, you can earn a little. You can work a little bit more, you can also earn a little bit more. But as Jenny also said, it's a kind of a franchise with the royalty. So you don't really work harder and earn more. It's in the beginning where you work hard to get up to a certain level, and then you also keep doing other things in your company, because you need to develop as well leaders during the time if you want to. Anyway, this just was a big interest of mine when I realized that what Forever could give us. And I like that saying, if it's to be, it's up to me. So, and I could really fulfill that. After that, I had built my business at home in Sweden, where I live, just outside Stockholm, I think I said that. Alongside my full-time job, I have two kids. They are now grown-ups, but they were at the time 10 and 14. And I did all this in my spare time. So I had to find space and time around my full-time job and the kids and the house and everything. But if you're really interested in something and you know it's going to work, I assure you, you will enjoy it. Another thing that also caught my interest was that Forever is represented in 160 countries, and I had friends around the world who I knew also were not completely satisfied in their positions. So I contacted them and introduced them as well to Forever, and so I grew teams in more than 10 countries in a very short time. When all of a sudden my husband comes home and tells me or asks me if I want to go away with the family to live abroad for a while, I just said yes. I didn't even know where that country was. I just thought it was a great opportunity. We moved to Prague, to Czech Republic. And I don't know if you have heard the language Czech. It's really, really difficult. And I never really learned it. But I thought, moving there must be others that speak any of the languages that I speak, and maybe I can make some new friends. We moved. I just had replied for a leave for 2 years at the company, and we moved to Czech Republic. And really, I didn't know anyone, and I didn't speak the language. And I just thought, how on earth am I going to build a business here? Yeah, so I just thought I just have to find people that speak the languages that I do, and in the communities around these international schools where my kids were, which I did. I speak German and English, Swedish, and some Portuguese. So I just started to find people that I could talk to, and I started by having a home-based business. I was doing product launches, very, very nice ones, with breakfast and spa mornings and things like this. It was really, really interesting. And I realized very quick that I didn't have that in any other language than Swedish. So I was translating for a week before I started having these breakfasts at my house. And then I started to do business presentations as well. So I built a team in that country, but those people were, of course, from other countries than I. So they started to build businesses in their countries, and I helped them out with that. During this time, I was keeping contact with other people through Skype and email. Now, 10 years later, this is a fantastic way of staying in touch and also educate people, and you can do online trainings and stuff. So we have a lot of help to give to those who start new in our teams. And I'm happy that you've been listening, and I hope that we all have given you some inspiration. And back to you, Jenny. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marie. Yeah, I just want to finish off by saying a few things. I actually picked up a little bit that Sanna told us all with the passion. She just had the sparks in her eyes in the beginning, and I had the same. I was really, really passionate about the industry, and I still am. But you don't have to know anything in the beginning. And I was a little bit skeptical. I was a little bit unsure if I could do it. I saw other people could be really successful, but I was unsure, can I do this? But you don't have to be afraid of that. I just want to make you feel that you are in safe hands. We have been doing this business for a long time. We know how to coach you. You don't have to know anything from the beginning. And then, as Marie told us, that you can work internationally. I don't know, I think all countries in the world actually have some form of social media. And I think that is amazing. So with Facebook, I work mostly on Facebook, but you have Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and LinkedIn and all those social media platforms. But on Facebook, it's all about building your own network, be an inspire to inspire others, to make them dream big, and then you will contact with other people. That's how I use social media to recruit. And we all have social media trainings, so you will learn how you can work on social media in a professional way. I think that's very important to say. If you are interested and if you feel like, oh, this is a nice teaser, I want to know more, just contact the person who invited you to this webinar, and they will send you a full business presentation, how you can climb our marketing plan and how you can reach your goals, and they will help you through that. So that's all for us, and I wish you all the success that you earn. Take care. Bye.
Bye.